Peace and blessings, and welcome back to the Heritage Hip Hop Podcast. This episode is brought to you by heritagehiphop.com. We are more than music. We celebrate the entire hip hop culture, starting from New Jersey around the world. That's right. We bring you your future favorite artists today, and we celebrate the known artists in the game. So become a member of heritagehiphop.com by subscribing not only there, but to our social media, and join the movement that celebrates God's heritage. And since we are God's heritage and our heritage is hip hop, we are God's people, and we celebrate not only him, but ourselves and our people worldwide. This episode is also sponsored by Transparent Credit Repair, the superheroes of the financial literacy and credit repair world. Changing your life only takes 15 seconds and one decision. And that one decision is fixing your financial future by fixing your credit. Open your wallet to receive more income instead of paying out more debt by fixing your credit and going to heritagehiphop.com, clicking on Transparent Credit Repair, and filling out the form. That one decision gets you 20% off of all services rendered by Transparent Credit Repair. So once again, go to heritagehiphop.com and click on the link and fill out the form for Transparent Credit Repair. Today's episode, we're going to fall back from beats and rhymes, and we're going to go to live instrumentation. And we're going to Georgia to talk to Ariel Views. If you know what Ariel means, it means Lion of God. And the lion has principality. So we're going to talk to the young lion himself and talk to him about his band and how they custom fit and tailor their music to the souls of the listeners that partake in their sound. I will return with the rest of my commentary when this interview is done.
Peace and blessings, and welcome back to the Heritage Hip Hop Podcast, where we introduce you to your future favorite artists today. And today, I have somebody on the line that takes us back to where it all began. Introduce yourself to the people, please.
Yeah, this is Ariel Views, and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
Everybody, let me tell you something. Heritage Hip Hop is more than just beats and rhymes. We celebrate music, musicality, and music principle. And we have a gentleman here who leads a live band. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about live band music and musicianship. Do you mind?
Nah, not at all. That's what we do.
I want to ask you a question. Well, I will actually give you a theory, and you tell me what it is, how it feels to you. All right?
Okay.
When God made the world, he clothed it in sound. What does that mean to you?
Ooh, man, that's good. Wow. Well, God did it. He did it right. Sound, runs the world, man. So glad that he gave me the gift of being able to affect sound. So that's how.
Well, I'm sorry to cut you off, but I'm glad you said it that way, because today's theme is the tailor of authenticity. And if God clothed the world in sound, you are tailoring it to reflect you and how you appreciate it. Am I right?
Definitely. Yep.
Let's get biblical for a second.
Okay.
When God walked through the Garden of Eden, how did they know he was walking through the garden?
Man, they can hear him.
Exactly. And since no man can see God, right, that means that something had to move while he moved.
Right.
When you look at the Greek, when it said God, spirit moved across the waters, they call that inspiration or wind.
Yeah.
So if the wind was the first sound that made the trees move, the grass move, it also elevated and heightened the senses of awareness. How has music opened up the world to you and heightened your senses?
Oh yeah, man. I mean, everything for me revolves around music. So, I'm not happy, or I'm the happiest when playing music, when surrounded by good sounds. And I just love the musicianship and when true talent is around. So, love music.
I think the pandemic showed us how wonderful music is, because now we can't go many places and hear live music.
Right. People are definitely.
And the one thing I miss about live music is the feel of the music.
Yeah.
What was the first instrument that you felt and opened your soul?
Oh man. Well, so I started out on keys, man, and I just feel like just growing up, hearing somebody just playing keys, man, chords, putting those sounds together. That's really what opened it up for me. And then of course my spirit animal, the saxophone, did the same thing for me when I discovered that a few years later. So both of those instruments for me just really open music up and are tools to affect sound.
If nobody ever told you this before, you are a genius. No, I'm dead ass serious. I got to tell you the truth. Do you know why I call you a genius?
No, I don't.
Well, let's take a stab at it. What is a genius?
Oof. Somebody that's really good at something, really smart. That's what comes to mind right now.
How about none of the above?
Okay.
Because you could be real smart and still do the dumbest stuff. Right?
I know some of those folks, yeah.
Me too. So you're not one of those. Let me be honest with you. A genius is somebody that can translate life into a way where you can understand it.
Ooh, okay.
So you have collectively formed something that translates sound into the essence of entertainment.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Enjoyability.
Yeah.
How's it feel?
I feel great.
That's what I'm talking about. This is why we're gonna talk about the tailoring of sound, because a live band is different from a turntable, a mic, a percussion board, an MPC, etc. But it all comes through the same thing, which is hip hop. Do you believe you're hip hop?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Define hip hop for me, please.
Man, that's another great question. Hip hop to me, man, is just the culture, the culture of Black culture, the streets, spoken word, the sounds, just all put together in a form that affects people. I mean, for me, that's what it is.
Let's take it one step further. What's your favorite outfit?
My favorite outfit, you said?
Yeah.
What do you mean, like brands?
What do you like to wear? What's your favorite outfit?
Jeans, man. Jeans and a shirt, like a nice shirt. I'm good to go.
Okay, so check this out.
Got my J's.
Okay, so let's tailor your understanding of hip hop to your clothes, and why I call you the tailor of music.
Okay.
And when you wear your jeans, how do you like your jeans to fit?
Well, I like them a little bit tighter, like nice,
So then you like defined sounds, like you like defined looks.
Oh yeah.
So that means when you play, you're playing to the emotion of the listener, so they can relate to your melody. Correct?
Right. Yep. Definitely.
Okay, that's a tailor. Okay, then your shirt. How do you like your shirt to fit?
Same way. Just a little fitted. Accentuate.
You like a fitted shirt.
Yes, sir.
So then you like not to give people wiggle room. You like to give them the melody and the emotion of the song so they can vibe with you and walk in that same line that you're walking when you play your music, right?
I like that. Yep.
Okay. Now wait, we ain't gonna go into draws and stuff. Let's just stick with the shirt and the pants.
Yeah.
We were always taught when a man has a nice crisp cut on his pants and that crease is sharp, that's the man is a gentleman and he knows how to carry himself. Am I correct?
Right. Yes, sir.
So a gentleman knows whenever he speaks, whenever he plays music, he has to be one that the people can pay attention to and understand his vibe and his melody. Correct?
Right.
Ariel Views is a beast when it comes to that saxophone.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then when you wear a shirt, just like it says that you put on the armor of faith, the shirt is what protects you from the world because it gives you confidence, right?
Right.
How many people can't sing, but they feel confident when they sing a song?
I feel like that's a lot of people. Majority of folks out here.
So once again, let me thank you, sir, because you're giving God's inspiration to people through sound. You're not only giving them enjoyment through their ear, but you're clothing them in joy, and it's a joy that's been missing in the world for so long. Thank you so much.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
What made you want to go into live music, and how did you form a band?
Man, for me, I just love live sounds, right? I like the energy, the entertainment aspect, and then when you really get a few talented people together, just all those different ideas coming together, create something that's totally different. And for me, that's what inspires me, and I wanted part of that. So I was like, man, I gotta form this so that we can get all those ideas into one funnel. And really affect, the sounds and the music. So that's what, I love it. Love being around live music.
This is why I call you more hip-hop than people who just rhyme. The earliest indications of where hip-hop came from bands.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Who's more inspirational to you, James Brown or Bob James?
Definitely James Brown.
Why? Why not Bob James?
Well, I know James Brown.
You don't know Bob James?
No, I don't.
Okay, so Bob, you know that did you grow up listening to hip hop primarily?
Oh yeah, definitely.
What's one of your favorite hip hop bands or groups or artists or anything?
Outkast all day.
I don't know. Outkast is cause that's the Dungeon Family. I don't know Rico Wade's beat catalog like that. So I'm gonna go a little different. Are you familiar with Wu-Tang Clan?
Yeah.
Are you familiar with Daytona 500?
Yep.
Okay. You know that dun 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 dun. That's Bob James.
Oh man, I didn't know.
Bob James has inspired people just as much as James Brown. But the reason why I brought them two up is because they use live sounds and bands to make percussion, beat, melody, snare, and kick.
Yep.
How hard is that to duplicate on a daily basis with a band? Like how much practice or how much effort do you have to put in that to be soulful and to meet at one accord?
Oh man, it takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of being around each other. But after you do spend all those hours together practicing, performing together, you really pick up and know where somebody's going to go. For all instruments, even your vocals, when we're really on one accord. So all that time spent together, it really helps, and you can usually tell that on stage in the entertainment piece.
So music is like a sport, because they say a football, to use a sport, a line has to gel together to be able to protect the quarterback. So you're telling me as a band, you have to gel together to protect the integrity of the sound.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a great analogy.
Oh, so you're a coach. Well.
Yeah, I mean, coaching, to pull everybody together and make sure we hit our rehearsals.
I structured this interview this way so you can see how dope it is what you do and how important you are and your team whenever you perform.
Yeah, man, appreciate that.
Oh no, I did it because I have to know who you are. And see, the one thing, I hope you're enjoying this interview.
Oh yeah, yeah, man.
Because thank you. I structured this interview because I find it highly disrespectful if I look at if I just read a bio and listen to a song and then okay, that's his song, I'm gonna just go with that.
Right.
Heritage Hip Hop believes in we invest in the artist, not your playlist. So if I can't represent you, recognize you, pay homage to you for what your talent is, how can I interview you?
Right.
And one thing I've learned in watching your band, reading your bio, and listening to your music is you are a faith and principle music player. Am I correct?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
So you can tell when somebody plays an instrument and then when somebody wants to be instrumentational. New word.
Right. Right. I like the new word though. That's nice.
So answer this question for me. To translate the music to the ear of the listener, you had to marry your instrument. How many times were you married And how many instruments is that you play?
Oh man, for me, I guess I'd be married, 3 times?
So, and
First,
your three wives are?
yeah, piano,
Mm-hmm.
saxophone, and then guitar.
Okay, I got a great question for you.
Yep.
I'm sure you can tell I love music by the way I'm asking you questions.
Oh yeah.
So you said the piano, the guitar, and the
Saxophone.
saxophone.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to talk about tailoring your love as a relationship guru because you're making us form relationships with your music.
All right.
What is the love language of a piano, and how does it make you feel?
Love language of the piano. Oh man, I got to get into love languages. Hold on. Man.
Yeah, we don't do the typical interviews here. We go
All
deep.
right, I see. Man, love languages. So, man, for the piano, I just feel like it's just the time spent, right? So you got to master piano above any other instrument. It's just really sitting down and learning all those keys. But two, when you know piano, you know that's the basis of everything musical. So because you can do anything on the piano. You can play chords, which you may not be able to do with other instruments too. So it's definitely a lead instrument. So you just got to put the time in with the piano to really learn. And once you know it, though, you can take over and do anything musically.
See, the piano for me is my favorite instrument because it's the only one that can speak to my spirit.
Okay.
I'm not saying that the other ones can't, but the piano is my favorite instrument. I don't care if you listen to Special Ed I Got It Made remix.
Yep.
Or you listen to what's a nice one? Scott Joplin's Ragtime.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Those
Right.
keys are dancing all over the song, and they're dancing all over your emotions as well.
Yep. No, I definitely
What?
agree.
Okay. What is the love language of the guitar, and how does it speak to your?
Man. So for me, and one reason I love, I just love guitar sounds, man. That those strings, man, especially if you have a nice electric just sound, then doing a strum, it's nothing like it for me in music. It's just something about the guitar sound that is unmatched in other types of music. So I feel like just love the sound, man. You can't replicate it.
Man, listen. Nice and smooth. Sometimes around slow, sometimes around quick. Mary J. Blige, that French song, that Someday We Made Love. I forgot the name of the song, but her Aaron Neville, they killed that. The strings are amazing.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Now I have a different question for the last one, but it's the same. It's the same accord.
Okay.
I'm gonna flip it.
Okay.
My favorite video game, fighting game, is King of Fighters. 2000. King of Fighters anything.
Okay.
And my favorite character in the game, he has a saxophone as his main theme.
Okay.
And his character is he's a blessed descendant who's cursed and has to fight for survival, even though he has a short lifespan.
Okay.
The saxophone kind of reminds me of that because you don't play the microphone, you breathe into the microphone. So your life essence is translated through that saxophone as well.
Yep.
So then what is the love language of a saxophone and how does it reflect your spirit?
Yeah, man. I think that just the way you introduced that was accurate, right? So you're really putting, even more than any other instrument, you're just putting yourself really into that instrument, right? Because it is the breathing, and you're putting all your emotions, all your air into that instrument, and I really feel like it translates the way it translates very well when you really putting your all into it. So I think that's accurate.
See, that's the. Okay, I'm sorry. Say it again.
I say you put life into it, into this tool.
And that's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about, because live music is life translated into sound in real time.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to give a shout out to your band, and let's introduce their names so they get their respect too.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm Ariel Prater of Ariel Views, so I play sax and do vocals. My vocals are Shadell Johnson, and she's female vocalist. Male vocalist is Johnny Rooks. Got Marcus Askew on keys. Got Derek Bird on drums. We got Jerome Hubbard on guitar, and we got Dave on bass. So that's my band. And man, we spent a lot of time together. Been doing this for a while now, so it's just good to be out here, put out some new music. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. Why did you name your band Ariel Views?
So my first name is Ariel, Ariel. I just thought it would be a great play on words, but really, it really tells the story, right, of the band and how we want to be 360, bird's eye, just seeing everything. So I think it's a great representation of what we're trying to do. Musically, just genre-wise, everything. We're trying to soak it all in. So I think that's a good representation of the band.
Can I tell you how deep your name is? Come on, you keep laughing. I'm shocking you. Like, what's going on, man?
Nah, man. I'm just laughing along because it's like, yeah, I know. That's why it's agreement. It's agreement.
What does your name mean?
My name means light of God.
Lion of God.
Yep.
So that means principality.
Mm-hmm.
And the principal view is a top view.
Yep.
So that means you have the power to look down and to give.
Mm.
What are you giving to the crowd as you look down off the stage?
Wow, we're giving them everything we got, first of all. But second of all, we're giving you sounds that, first of all, that we think you would like. And then that we know are really going to move you. We're always going to try to hit you with that entertainment side and really have you feel in our music.
Tell me about the single Show You This.
Yeah. Really like Show You This because I think it's a great representation of what we're trying to give through our music and everything that we do. So we like the different genres, and we think that Show You This has all of that. So we have the great lyrics, first of all. We have jazz, we have R&B, we have hip-hop, we have soul in there, and that's what we really want to show when we approach music. So we want all our songs, even on the full album that we're coming out with those different genres. We're giving you everything in there so that we hit all those different audiences and we can give everybody something. That's what
Shout out to Chad P, who's also on it, and that's bringing Georgia together.
Yep.
Upcoming, if not, upcoming, if not yet, to people who don't know, known artist from Georgia. I think he's from White Cross, right? White Cross, Georgia?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Hey, man, we do our research. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Chad P.
Yep.
Chad P, if you want to come on Heritage Hip Hop, all you got to do is hit me up, bro. We got you. You know?
Yep.
So, see, the thing about your group is y'all, like you just said, R&B, hip hop, jazz, soul, right?
Mm-hmm.
For a person who loves music like myself, let me ask you a question. What are the keys you got to hit in each genre of music when you play it live band? Like, what's the difference between playing hip hop live to jazz to R&B to soul? Like, what are the keys that's different in each genre that you got to hit as a band to make sure that you translate it to the crowd and they can keep up with the genre and the melody of the music?
Right. That's good. So the funny thing is, a lot of music can sound the same, right? So all those different genres, really, I feel like everything came from jazz. So for me, that's what it is. So the improv piece, for jazz, I think the R&B piece is really just the way that the song is structured, including the vocals, and then soul is really giving you, it is like just the repetition and the rhythm of what we're singing and what we're doing, including the vocals there too. So it is, it's not hard to blend all those because they're very similar, but is when you hear it, I think you know the uniqueness of every single genre there. So that's what we're trying to do.
My man, I'm confused. So I need you to teach me something real quick, okay?
Yep.
You're an Outkast fan.
Yes.
Okay, so you said how the sounds could sound kind of similar and they can go together?
Yep.
Do you remember the song Synthesizer?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my joint.
Yeah, mine too.
With Kindred Spirits. How does hip-hop and the funk soul of the synthesizer come together the same way Ariel Views could play jazz, R&B, and hip-hop and soul together when they are a live band? How are they similar? How do they go together?
Man, wow, synthesizer, Ariel Views. So synthesizer, you know the funk. You hear the funk in synthesizer.
It's in the drum kicks.
Yep, it's in. Yep,
right.
You hear exactly what it is, and it just goes well with having that over the lyrics of what the song is. So not only that, they even at the end, I just remember the synthesizer part of bringing that actual sound that you heard from funk too into the vocals. So they had all of that in doing that song. So for us, you know, we definitely listen to all kinds of different music. We hear the rhythm of, and even to show you this, just the rhythm and the rhythmic piece of that, and that's we still have the deep bass in that. We still have the rhythm of well, we definitely have the saxophone piece in there, even showing the different sounds of different instruments, which you get for your jazz. And then, you know, just the singing and the vocals give you a little bit of that soul and R&B. So I think that's how we did it and how we flipped it into show you this.
Deep. That's deep. That's a deep question, too.
Yeah, it's a good one. Got me thinking out here.
But see, deep questions only come with the appreciation and the complexity and the time put in to create music.
Yeah, definitely.
Apart from you, you have another male vocalist and a female vocalist. Shout out to all three of y'all, because a vocalist always has a different gift because no voice is the same.
Oh, yeah.
What do you bring to the table that's different from the other male vocalist that's different from the female vocalist?
Oh, man. I think we all just have different sounds. My voice definitely sounds different from Johnny's. And Johnny is a beast of a singer, too. I don't know. Like, I'm okay. I'm good. But Johnny's a beast, and Chanel is a beast, too. Like, they just vocally just can manhandle people. So that's what they're different. And definitely love having both of them around because they can pick up and do anything vocally.
No disrespect on what I'm about to say. It's not disrespectful at all. When I was younger, right, was even to this day, I always crushed out on women who could sing. I wonder if you felt that way, because women who could sing have a confidence on stage that nobody can touch them, and that's the ultimate female beauty is the confidence. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And when a man can sing, never crushed on a man, thank you. But when a man can sing, a man has a power. It's like preaching, where everybody holds on to your every note and sound to see if you can touch their soul.
Right.
So my question to you when it comes to you singing and them singing is this. How do you know when you have the crowd and you're holding on to your every sound?
Oh, man. Well, that's why there's nothing like performing live, man. And you get the energy from the crowd, and that pushes you, too. That's what we're missing right now in COVID and just not having the live scene like we used to. But I think you know when you're on stage, you know how the crowd is reacting to you. You know how the energy is in the crowd. So I think you know. And being on stage, you really pick up on that a lot of the crowd really feeling you and liking what you're doing.
Word. Everybody that's listening, this is Karev from Heritage Hip Hop with Mr. Ariel, what's your name? Porter, you said?
Ariel Prater.
Mr. Ariel Prater of Ariel Views. Make sure you follow them on Instagram at Ariel Views Music. Great music. And before we close out our interview with our second part of the interview, I want to ask you about a couple more questions that's built off experience and not sound. Okay. My experience with the live band and appreciating the live band came from going to jazz clubs when I was younger.
Oh yeah.
So, you had an older relative or somebody that would be like, you want to come out with me? You ain't want to stay home. And they took you had to get dressed up, and you had to go somewhere where you had to sit at a table. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But people would sing.
Mm-hmm.
And whether it was jazz, blues, soul, even when you heard gospel, the band kind of made the sound.
Oh yeah.
If there's one thing I don't like about gospel music, and I have nothing, and I'm not against God, so please everybody out there listening, relax. But the one thing I don't like about gospel music is the music itself. That the vocalist and the message is beautiful, but the sound can be generic and repetitious.
Oh yeah.
How do you make sure you don't repeat sounds and keep people engaged in when you write your music?
So that is one big thing I always think about. I never want to have the same or the same sounding anything when I'm writing music. That's a big thing that I don't like hearing from other people. So I'm not going to sit down and listen to an album that sounds the same. I'm just not going to do it. So once I hear that same line over and over and over again, you just lost my attention. So I always try to make sure we're being fresh. And I think a part of that is just getting different input from different people, for the sounds that we're trying to get, the things that we're trying to do. I think you can, if you are running everything all the time and running and writing songs, that you can fall into a rut. It's just natural of trying to, or just the same sounding stuff. So try to diversify a lot and have a lot of different ideas so that we don't fall into that.
Word. 'Cause see, I get a kind of like an early brand new heavy type feel with you. And that's one of my favorite bands right there.
Yeah.
And the reason why I like them so much is because in like 1990, blah, 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 whatever. They played the MTV Summer Jam. I forgot what it was called. I think it was Spring Break, whatever.
Okay. Yep.
And Brand New Heavies played the background for Naughty by Nature, Tribe Called Quest,
Yes.
Cypress Hill, Salt and Pepper, and Black Sheep.
Man.
And not only, it was great. It was one of the greatest shows I ever seen, TV or live. And what they did was they played their music, and they also came out with a hip-hop album right behind that with Grand Poobah, Master Ace, N.O.G., Gangstar. I mean, it was amazing. And the highlight for the show for me was when they all just did a vibe. And the artist freestyled while the band just played music in the background.
Yeah.
What is it like to cross genres live? And have you done that before?
Man, I love it. set when there's true talent on stage, right? So when you really have a bunch of talented folks in the building, it's easy to do that. And then it's so mind blowing when you hear it all and everybody just puts it together. So everybody's at their tip top form. Everybody's playing. Everybody's, bringing whatever talent they have, man. And there's nothing like it. Those spontaneous moments are better than sometimes sitting down in the studio with something that you put together. Those spontaneous moments can really really touch people in the music that you're doing. So I love it. Anytime you get to do that, I like it.
I can't wait till COVID ends, and I hope y'all come to New Jersey because I would like to see y'all live.
Appreciate it, man. We definitely come to New Jersey.
Yeah, I would love to meet you. I really would, because meeting you doesn't mean just shaking your hand and saying hello. It also means vibing with you and being able to hear your talent and see and feel your talent as well.
Appreciate that. Yep, definitely.
So with that being said, once again, introduce yourself to the people. Give them your social media, how they can get your music.
Yeah, so Ariel Views of Atlanta, Georgia. You can get to us by any of our handles of Ariel Views Music, and that's ARIEL Views Music.com. And then on Instagram, YouTube, it's the same way. And the song Show You This is dropping next Friday, 2/12 on 2/12 on every single platform that you can get music. So definitely want you to come and see us. The video drops the same day, so it'll be available through YouTube. So come and check us out in this great song that we have.
Well, when that video drops, I'm gonna post it on Heritage Hip Hop Instagram and possibly.com because I like the song. Shout out to you for making it.
Yes, sir.
All right. So with that being said, Heritage Hip Hop community, we're going to say, please, if you like Ariel Views' music like I do, I really do, I want you to stream it and see if you like it. If you like it till you love it, please purchase the song. Because if you don't purchase the song, you just stream it, they're getting shorted. But by purchasing the song, not only do you own it, you're showing it to the artist. There's nothing like having somebody show you direct love. And I'm going to be honest with you. If the internet ever went down and you did not own the music that you love, you do not have the music that you love. So if you really like it, to love it, I'm giving you a whole broad thing. If it's good or if it's great, please purchase it and give the artist and this band the love they deserve by giving them the respect of your ears and your opinion. You agree?
Yes, sir. I do. I appreciate that.
No doubt. So with that being said, we're going to go into the second part of our interview. Are you ready to go?
I am.
So the second part of our interview is called the rapid fire questions.
Okay.
These are not yes/no questions, though. These are questions that show your understanding of depth, hip hop culture depth, and knowledge of yourself. Are you ready to go?
I'm ready.
So for you, I changed the questions a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not really a hip hop artist, you're a live music artist. So I wanted to make it towards your genre and respect your craft far more than just asking you music questions, all right?
Okay.
So the first question is, what song does your band play prove to you that y'all are a complete sound and not just people who make music?
So, wow, that we play.
Mm-hmm.
I think anytime you play Stevie Wonder, that shows the musicality of any band. That dude was bringing it. Superstition, anything like that, and you got that sound, you can replicate that. I think we're talented. We can do it. You can hear anything and replicate it and have the same type of sound. So that's what we're trying to do.
Word. Okay. So my next question is, if you had to define music in 5 albums, what would they be?
Ooh, music in 5 albums. So I just have to go through my favorite. So you gotta have Michael Jackson, Let's go with Bad.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's an option.
Yeah, man. For me, I got to throw Outkast in there because I'm just a huge fan. And
What's your favorite Outkast?
I'm going with Aquemini.
Really?
Yeah, man.
That was a more musical album to you, huh?
It was. It was.
Mm.
Let me see here. I think you for the R&B tip, definitely Usher's Confessions. Just the writing in that and just him pouring out that emotion. Definitely tops right there. Let me see here. I got to go back. Let me go back. I think you got to do a little Sam Cooke. You gotta throw Sam Cooke album in there. Forgive me because I don't know the names of his albums, but you got to throw one of his albums in there.
All right, let me ask you this question before you go on. Yep. Gospel Sam Cooke or mainstream Sam Cooke?
Oh, man. I would say mainstream Sam Cooke.
Okay.
Yeah. Definitely. And let me see here. New hip hop. Let me see. So I want to go with Jay-Z. Definitely want to go with Jay-Z. But that 50 Cent album, though, too, man. I don't know.
Get Rich?
Yep.
That or which Jay-Z? Which one you battling with?
Oh, man. I'm trying to think. The Blue. I don't know, man. I don't know if I can make the call.
So what's your two albums? Like, we just put it as a tie. You got Get Rich or Die Trying and Jay-Z, what, Blueprint you said?
Yeah, Blueprint.
Okay. We can leave it right there. That's 5.
Yeah.
You don't let that go too deep. That's 5 right there.
Right.
Okay. Let's go a little bit further. When it comes to your understanding of music, which decade had the best music?
Ooh. Dang. I would go with, we said the 70s? I think I got to go 70s.
Funk music? You going Curtis Mayfield in them?
Oh, yeah, definitely. All that. Earth, Wind, and Fire, too, man. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Because I feel like that was really the last decade of just musicality, just straight up instrumental bands hitting you in the face with the vocals. Nothing like that from any point on. And then everybody had it too. All the bands that came out in that decade had that musicality. Gotta go with the 70s.
Okay. Are instruments the only thing that separates a band when it comes to music genre?
No, I don't. No, I definitely don't think that.
So what separates your band? Because you do so much. Like, it's hard to say. You can't say a hip hop band and an R&B band because they're both actually the same thing. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So what's the difference between a funk band, a compa, soca band, your band, and a rock band? How do you define that?
Wow. I think it really is. I feel like you can have any sort of instrumentation with all of those bands. It's really in percussion. Man, I really feel like it's in the rhythm of what you're doing. Also vocally, what you're doing. But as in terms of musical presentation, the only separator is really how you're doing in the rhythm. I think that's really what separates everything. That's it.
You are a connoisseur of instruments, correct?
Yes.
Jam Master Jay was called the one-man band because he could usher in the whole sound with just the turntables. Could turntables be part of a band and be just as much as an integral part as the piano, the saxophone, the bass, etc.?
Definitely. I love playing with the DJ, man. I love it.
Okay, why?
Definitely be part of a band. It still brings a different element, right? So a different sound. to what you're doing on top of the live instrumentation. So, yeah, I love it.
Okay.
Can't beat it.
That's dope. I got to collect about 3 or 4 more questions, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Who's the better band, the Brand New Heavies or the Roots?
Oh, man. Don't do that to me.
Ha, ha, ha.
Don't do that to me. I can't even. Man, both of those bands with some talent in there, I can't even do it.
You know what's funny? They actually are the same type of band, except for one has a hip-hop vocalist and one has a solo.
Yep, exactly.
Because their bands are both so nasty, man.
It's crazy. Killing them.
They are great. They are great. So, if we can't talk about what's better, who is your favorite band besides your own?
I think I would have to go with the Roots.
Roots, okay.
Yeah, I would definitely have to go with the Roots, just because of the instrumentation, man. And then, to what they bring, musically, to the table just through hip hop, and then they'll bring other, artists on. They make sure everything's clean, man, doing that. You know who else I'm thinking about though too, and who I really like is Robert Glasper, and I like what he's doing.
He's a beast. That album they just did, oh
Yes,
my
sir.
God, yeah, he's a beast.
Yep.
Robert Glasper, and who's my man who works with them sometimes with the microphones, Adrian Young?
Yep.
Oh
Yep.
my God, yo, these are like,
Yep.
once again, musicality.
It is.
Instrumentalist.
Yep.
Somebody like you. So I called you the musical tailor. So here's my next question. I use clothes as a reference to your sound.
Okay. Yep.
If you had to build the perfect outfit based on your music, what kind of outfit is it, and where would I wear it?
So I would think it'd be like it has to be a tux. It has to be a tux.
Okay.
Because you want to show off, right? So, or for me, yes, we want to show off our music. We want it to be classy. We want it to be a little bit different from what, everybody else is doing. And then, you want to look good. You want to sound good. That's what we do. And then you can go to, definitely go to a nice little party, with our music. So that's I think it's going to be a touch, man.
Okay. Album coming soon?
Yep, it is. It is. So it should be late spring on the album.
Okay.
But we're putting that together. Got most of it done and ready to go. Roll out.
I gotta give you some extra questions. Pardon me.
Yep.
If you could do your dream set, who are you playing with, and who's the vocalist?
Oh man, dream
Dead or alive, no restrictions.
Ooh, man, who are we vibing with? Vocals. Ah man, I'm a big Outkast fan, man. I just think Andre 3000, man. Like, come on, man, just come and rock with us. Let's see here. Vocally. Ooh. I'm trying to think of, R&B who I want to pull out, man. Don't rock with it.
I know who would sound great with you.
Go ahead.
But that's my opinion. I want to know what you say first.
The biggest thing I'm thinking of hip hop artists, man, like J. Cole, I still love to rock with him, man. That'd be dope.
That would be dope. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that all you have, or is there more?
That's what I got.
Okay. So in my opinion, right, and no disrespect to your female singer, because she has a beautiful voice, I would like to still see her there. She does not have to ever play the backseat. So shout out to you.
Right.
I don't know her name. What's her name?
Shadell. Yeah.
Shadell?
Nobody. Yes.
Miss Shadell, you don't have to play the backseat to anybody. I'm just giving an opinion about somebody I would like to hear sing along with you as the lead vocalist.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to pair her with Amel LaRue.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yes. They go together, right? Think about it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. She is good, yo. And hip hop wise, did you ever hear the band called Bad Bad No Good?
Nah, man, I'm not familiar.
Okay, so Bad Bad No Good did an album called Sour Soul with Ghostface Killer.
Okay.
I would love to hear your band do something with somebody soulful, like Kendrick Lamar,
Yeah.
like a Samad Savage, who's an upcoming artist, and a vocal beast like God Bless or Righteous, and they're from Canada.
Okay.
So it will bring like who does militant rhymes over live music?
You don't hear that.
Who does Generation Now music to a live band?
Nobody.
See? That's what I mean. That's why I think your band is so special, because y'all look like us, but we are not them.
Right.
So if we can show them, we listen to them, we can show them that, and they can appreciate us as well.
Yeah, right.
And that's what makes music so beautiful, because just like a tailor, no two pair of pants fit the same, but they could both give you the same effect if you wear them correctly.
Yep. I agree.
Exactly. How did you like your interview? And would you recommend Heritage Hip Hop to any other artists?
Oh man, I love the interview. Yeah, I'm definitely recommending folks. Yeah, they definitely need to get with this interview.
Thank you very much.
Fine, thought-provoking. So you got it.
Thank you very much. And this comes from appreciating the art of music and appreciating you as a musician. So once again, not only do I thank you for coming on Heritage Hip Hop, I thank you for sharing your gift, because the Bible said that if we are a light, we do not hide our light under a bushel, but we put it on the top of a mountain to guide people through our light to God's overall light and justice.
That's good.
So with that being said, this is the last question of the first interview, which means that we have an open door policy. And if you have your album come out, maybe we can get together and do a Zoom with the rest of the band or something. You never know.
Yeah.
Or maybe COVID will be over and I get to see y'all.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what we're hoping.
But when that day comes, what I'm saying is you always have an open door to come back to Heritage Hip Hop. And the final question I want to ask of this interview is this. 500 years from now, Ariel Views is going to go down as one of the greatest bands in history. And they're going to go to the Music Hall of Fame. They're going to go to the Library of Congress Music Division. They're going to go to the Grammy Museum. And they're going to see Ariel Views. And a child's going to say, I remember hearing about them in my class. Who are they? And she's going to push a red button, and y'all hologram is going to come out, and the music is going to play, and they're going to be reintroduced years later, just like a child today is introduced to Michael Jackson and he can't stop dancing.
Yeah. Yep.
My final question for this interview is this. What is the legacy you left behind that made the world better because you committed, tailored, and translated music to everyone's soul?
Yeah. Wow. That's great. I really think in our music that we're going to tell a good story. But I really feel like our music translates to a bunch of different audiences and a bunch of different people. And we can get in a few different ears, and people are going to hear things that are different. So I just think it's the global effect of what our music is and how it touches different people. So I think that's the essence of us, and that's what I hope that people are going to get from Ariel Views.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you paid attention to this great interview, Ariel Views just said that he is giving you the real when it comes to music. Real feeling, real talent, real translation, and reality, so that you could live within that good feeling and that good song as well. Remember, when God walked through the garden, not only did they feel his presence, they heard his presence as well. And just the same way, birds sing in the morning to introduce royalty to the next day. So just like when the king and queen walks through the court and they play the horn, the birds sing so you can wake up and experience the new day. Open your day with Ariel Views and music. And remember, Heritage Hip Hop told you this is a certified artist. With that being said, this is Karev at Heritage Hip Hop with Ariel Views, and we say peace, and we out.
All right.
Ariel Views and live music is how people connect to the spirit of the essence of sound. Music is how we praise God. Music is how we celebrate. We even play music when we break bread with people that we love. So if COVID ever gets out of here and we're able to go back outside, do yourself a favor to check out Ariel Views whenever they're in your town, because live music will bring not only the spirit out of you, but it'll bring the joy into your soul as well. Once again, shout out to Ariel Views for coming on the show. This is Karev from Heritage Hip Hop saying thank you to everybody who supports the movement. We ask that you subscribe to heritagehiphop.com's webpage. We ask that you follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and also on BoomUit. That's a new platform that we're on. BOOMUITT.com. BoomUit is a platform that rivals YouTube by not making you have 1,000 subscribers to monetize. So check them out, and if you like what you see, join up and put your music there as well and build your brand. Once again, this episode is brought to you by heritagehiphop.com. We are more than music, and also by Transparent Credit Repair, the superheroes of the financial literacy and credit repair world. You can go to heritagehiphop.com, and with that one decision of going there and clicking on the link for Transparent Credit Repair, you can change your financial future by fixing your credit and opening your wallet up to more income instead of more debt. So remember, heritagehiphop.com and click on Transparent Credit Repair's link. Before we get out of here, I'd like to give a shout out to everybody who supports us. You, primarily the listener, thank you for following us and supporting. For anybody who wants to donate, our Cash App is $Heritage Hip Hop. I want to give a shout out to the team. Shout out to the Goodfellas. Subscribe to Goodfellas TV. Recap with the Goodfellas on YouTube, and that's Goodfellas with a Z at the end. Shout out to the team. Shout out to Lex. Shout out to Firejaw. Shout out to Fatty's Place, my man BQ. Shout out to Michael Bradley. Shout out to MJ. MJ's Hip Hop Connects. The family, Fleet DJs, Heat DJs. Shout out to both of y'all. We like to give a shout out to Hip Hop Worldwide, and more importantly, we need to give a shout out to the Most High who makes all things possible, because if the people are his heritage and our heritage is hip hop, then hip hop is God's heritage as well. Check us out at storefrontier.com/heritage hip hop to buy merch. And we have something special coming very soon, so make sure you look out for that. You know, we're doing great things at Heritage Hip Hop because you, the people, allow us into your life, and we're able to be great with you. So thank you for supporting this movement, and thank you so much. I can't say thank you enough. The Bible says you can't thank the Most High enough, and I can't thank you for blessing us enough. So with that being said, this is Karev, humble and gracious for everything that you've done for me and for this movement. And with that being said, may the Most High bless you. Stay safe out there. Enjoy the music. Make history. And we say peace. And we out.